My name is Eduardo Bogosian. I'm the founder and CEO of Maestri Investment Group, and I'm here on May the 11th, 2023 for our annual meeting. This is regarding the year of 2022. So 2022 went just as well as we expected it to be. We thought it would be going low, and it did go down. So this was pretty much what we were expecting. Now, we were able to cut some of the losses to decrease how much it was that we were negative that year, but still overall the accounts were positive for just about the most part, except for the MiG Euro, which suffered those losses previously due to a programming error, which has since been fixed, and then it just pretty much accompanied what the market was doing. It was now updated, both the MiG Euro and the MiG Crypto, to have a little bit of the MiG Dollar in it, so this should help smooth out the variations and overall give it a more healthy and positive trend. Now we're looking to keep it at about 5% of the general portfolio, so we're up to tops 15%. So we can stay within the goals of each one of the accounts. So the MiG Dollar and the MiG Dollar X2, they were both subject to loss mitigation, which made it so we were able to cap losses. According to our broker, that was 56% for that year. So, not good, but not as bad as we thought it was going to be. At this point in time, we have just heard from the Fed increasing their rates once again in an attempt to cool off the economy as supply chains pick back up the slack in whatever is happening with China and Taiwan, and especially with all the fuel crisis with Russia invading Crimea in the Ukraine. So that was a whole thing. That is being a whole thing. However, after the results were announced from the meeting minutes, we can see that the market really didn't react as much as it did previously. So we're at a point where it's becoming quite saturated, and the people who are going to leave the stock market because in favor of higher bond yields is significantly reduced. So right now there might be a few people who are still either in the process of liquidating stock to get bonds, or maybe waiting for bonds to go up more, but their impact is incredibly low at this point, especially with the people who invested their, I think it was at the time $1,300, $1,200 that in stimulus checks. Those people who were going to get out of the market are pretty much out of the market. You can see that by looking at the charts and how they have been reacting. Now, next month, which should be June, should probably go down, and July will be boring. But overall, we're starting to see a back of a positive trend to the market. So for now, the MiG Dollar is up 0.2%. The MiG Dollar X2, that's pretty good. That's up 9.43%, and I'll leave that last. We've got the MiG Euro, which is close to zero at the moment, but we believe that with the returns, with the changes we've made, and the market's returning to a more reasonable level of activity, that we should end the year positively anyway. So not a real big concern on my part on this side. Now, regarding the crypto account, now the MiG Crypto is by itself really volatile now. The reason why I put 15% is because I'm thinking of maybe increasing how much U.S. stocks are going to be put in here to help mitigate the variations from cryptocurrencies, because that is a lot. However, since we resumed trading, which was in March this year, that's when we paused trading because of, we stated, all the supply chain issues coming out of COVID, inflation, bond interest hikes. We decided to pause trading to cap our losses and to cut any exposure that we have to the market. We have returned now in March. Each account follows, their own performance and administration fees, but the McDollar, the McEuro, they don't have those, so there weren't anything being charged from those. The Mid Crypto, right now it's up 11% this year. This is year to date, these numbers that I've been giving out, right? And it's really unknown. It's a discovery. It's really bleeding edge technology. It's bleeding edge concept. So this is really a early market entry scenario. It's not. It never is a guaranteed thing, but we don't have the same historical and really academic information as we do with the stock markets, right? And finally, for the last part, I want to talk about what is basically my favorite strategy, which is our first active trading strategy, as in it is constantly looking for market opportunities to buy undervalued stock and then sell it at either a certain profit level, or when it reaches what we believe to be the correct, or I should say the more market correct price for those stocks. So we have a large variety of stocks, and there is quite a variance. However, last year for 2022, once we implemented the strategy, we ended the year at 5%, and we started in July, so that's a little bit over half of the year. And 5%, so if we were to extrapolate that, that's 10% a year. But anyways, the yield to date from July till December, there was no trading previous to that, was 5.07% according to our broker. You can check all these numbers and all the data that is available on all of our accounts. You can go to pam.fxopen.com and you can see them, or you can go to our website, investmaestri.com, and get the data from myfxbook.com, which is a secondary source that we use to track our performance. But as of now, I am very happy with how Starfire has been performing. There are obviously going to be changes and adaptations to the code, but this strategy should pretty much be the same concept and just getting the algorithm to perform better. And yes, there is machine learning involved, and it's following ML ops. It's continuously developed, and as new data comes in, it's trained on new data. It keeps a fixed percentage, so it's sort of a moving window to keep it up to date with current markets. But there's a lot of pre-processing that is done with also our own in-house algorithms. So yes, there is machine learning involved, but it's not a one-bullet solution to everything. But nonetheless, up till today, we're also up 5.13% in this case, yield to date since January 2023. And overall, the account has been with positive floating profit loss. There are many trades that were not profitable, but they were short-lived. So if you look at the profitability, you're going to see that it's a 56 to 44%. But these 56% of trades that are profitable are much longer. They're not as short-lived as the bad trades are. Those losses are cut short. We don't stay in losing trades, and we stay in positive trades for as long as they're positive and until they reach whatever threshold was set. So even though it says 44%, our losses, they're small losses, and they are much shorter. Plus, we get access to the dividends, which help increase the account. And overall, we're really we did as much as we could given the circumstances of last year. We were not sure how policy in international relations was going to be affected, especially considering Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and that pretty much shook a lot of stuff. So we thought we were going to be able to return at the end of last year. We were not able to, so we proceeded now in March. Now, Starfire is non-market neutral, but it's constantly going on. So this is unlike the crypto, the euro, or the dollar X2. The Starfire is going to be continuously running unless the market is in a place where we look at it and we say it doesn't make sense to be in this market. No matter where we're looking, we're probably going to be getting losses. We're going to pause trading for whatever time is necessary. But I mean, overall, we've already started this new year, except for the euro account, which is close to zero. It's minus 0.34%, but again, should be increasing. All the other accounts are back up to being profitable. The MIG dollar, which just started now, it's up 0.2%. The MIG dollar X2 is up 9.43%. Euro minus 0.43. The Starfire is up 5%. Was 5% last year as well. And the crypto is up 11.17%. So none of this information is any type of financial recommendation of purchase or sale of any instrument. I'm just outlaying what our strategy is as Maestri Investment Group. And as such, with the positive expectations to the market returning to reasonable trading levels and how well these strategies have performed both in the past and within trade testing and active trading, we are confident of a positive outcome for this year. So we're back to dollar cost averaging, investing a little bit every month. We have some investors which what they will do is they'll make an investment, they'll make a deposit, and they'll set up investments of equal amounts like every week, or a few days a week, to spread out the risk, which is generally a good idea. So yeah, everything is looking much better than compared to last year. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us either in the comments down below. Make sure you make sure you subscribe, because we're going to have these meetings, and I'd like to be updating you as much as is reasonable on what's going on, so you can see what our thoughts are, and we can talk, we can elaborate these ideas, and hopefully move forward more profitably with the share of this information and our thoughts. So thank you so much. Remember, this is not investment advice. This is just what we're doing. Do whatever you feel you're most comfortable with. Always make sure that you're consulting with someone who is a fiduciary agent. We always say this: the only person who's going to care about you is going to be a fiduciary agent. Everyone else, they're interested in commissions. We work on performance fees. In the case of the Starfire, we do have assets under management fees, and a performance fee, but only if we exceed a certain high watermark. So do be aware of how much you are paying. Always talk to a fiduciary agent, and make sure that the people and the decisions you're making are always in your favor, whatever goals it is that you're trying to achieve. But overall, I'm very, very satisfied, especially with Starfire. Starfire is a baby of mine, sort of speak. I've been working on it for, it would be about 6 years now. So I first started back in 2013, and I really got into the concept of Starfire around 2015, 2016. So it's been a while. It's come out great. There's more to be done. Keep an eye out in case we're able to launch any other accounts this year. Check our website, investmaestri.com. Check out our socials. Do note that some of our socials have been taken down. We do not have an Instagram account, okay? So if there's anyone on Instagram under our name, it's fake. We're reporting it. Make sure you report it too. And we're always open to talk. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your year.